Hello guys, DeathDroid88 back with another episode of Let's Play OpenTTD. I believe this is episode 4, if I can count, or not 4, 24. That's what I mean. I can't count today. It seems to be a struggle. But I believe in the last episodes we just kept adding on to the rail network. Remember we added on a new line down here and sort of expanded our ability to get some of the resources down in this area. So we may want to continue that. What do we have? Factory, oil, refinery. Got another power plant. And we do have another oil field. We could use those. What else? There's a lake there. We have a farm, and I think we connected a farm down this way up. Yeah, we connected this farm here. Also got this farm here. What else? I think, there we go. We do have a forest. So we should probably use the forest, because I think we have wood industry up here, if I'm correct. Well, somewhere. What am I looking for? No, that's not it. Let's go to your orders. DB Woods. Where is that? Let's see. Should probably know where I'm transporting everything to first. There we go. There's DB Woods. So they're actually pretty much a straight shot for these guys. So that's going to work out well. So we'll add on the electrified railroad. There's forest there. Connect on this side. So there is that. We'll add our little X in here. And there's a signal there, so that's not helping us. And these trains are going to say they're lost, but they aren't, because these rails are connected still. It's just a matter of connecting everything. Alright, so we're going to want signal here, want one here, and here. So there we go. I do apologize, guys. I have been busy the last couple of days with school. So yesterday I had a project to do and I was not able to upload a video. So I do apologize for that. So I'm going to try and upload a video today. Or not a video, 2 videos today. I do have some work to do shortly after this, but then I'm going to try to submit another video later on tonight. That is sort of my goal right now. And yeah, we don't really gain anything with the faster trains, unfortunately. The Asia Star is the fastest one we have right now. And we need flatbed wagons. I want you to transport from here all the way down to here. Have you do a full load. Make 2 of these trains and have them go. I did figure out last episode we can buy the fastest train they have at 265 kilometers an hour, but because of the rail cars we can't quite upgrade to that yet. I believe there's going to be an upgrade for those just before we get to the monorail, if I'm correct. Not 100% sure on that. Alright, this should get us a lot of wood very quickly because it's 108, so there should be quite a bit of wood there. Alright, let's see here now. Yeah, so we'll let it run for a little bit. And we're at $140 million, and it's September of 1994. So we're not doing too bad. We only got about 5 years left to make another 110,000. I don't think we'll get that close, but I think we'll be right around the $200,000 mark if I am correct. If the math works out in my head. Because we should be getting anywhere from about $50 to $60,000 in that time, or $50 to $60 million in that time. See, I told you I'm not doing too well with math today. And they're not really transporting that much there. Let's see, what else do we have in this area? We sort of have exit industries sort of connected all throughout here, it looks like. Not really any raw materials. So the next step is almost transporting the goods that all the factories make. I mean, we have a couple of farms we could do and stuff like that. But we could probably do goods transporting into here. Because I'm assuming they take goods, which they do. Could set up an airport or an airplane to run into here from one of these factories out here. Just be a little bit more money we can make. They should be a train somewhere along here. There's a train right there, so we could use that factory. The other thing we could do too is if we want to base off of this guy, we could do it right here, which doesn't seem like a bad idea. Alright, so we'll go with a large airport. Alright, there we go. And the only thing I'm going to have you do is you're just going to transport goods. I think it was the 300. Right? Yeah, 300. We'll refit you for goods transport, which will cost us a bit of money. But you'll go from here out to this guy. And you're going to just fully load. Nope. I want you to do a full load. Nope. Full load. That's what I want. Because that would be one industry. And then the other thing we could do is if we wanted to, we could run off the oil well there. Now the oil well does make a lot of goods. So I don't want an industry that doesn't make a ton, but something that does make quite a bit. And this wood industry should start to pick up because we should have trains starting to transport goods out that way. Even already. Yep, there we go. First train right there. And they've increased production already, so that's going to help us a lot. That's sort of our hope right now, because that'll help us even increase a little bit more in goods. Nope, we're going to clone a train, because we're going to do like 3 or 4 of these guys. We'll do 3 for now and see how well that works out. And it is almost 1995, so we'll have the message, the dialog box, show up here in a second as to what we did last year. We spent quite a bit of money in building this and adding some trains. Not a lot like we have before, but it's probably going to be somewhere in the range of about $1 million, I'd say, because each train I think is roughly about 200,000. Well, we actually spent a lot more than that. But we still made 11 million last year, so that'll help us. Let's see, have you... I don't think the train has quite gotten there yet. Yeah, the trains are a little slow, unfortunately. But that's okay. Sort of interesting the way I have this all set up. Yep, and that's an iron train. So I'm going to watch this guy. I just want to make sure that we transport enough wood. Alright, you're for steel, aren't you? Yeah, they're making a bunch of goods right now. Yeah, we should have plenty of resources. And then Let's see here now. If we speed things up, we'll keep an eye on you. We'll see what other industries we can add. We could add a couple of farms, which doesn't seem like a bad idea. This is going to be a little bit more expensive. Get out of here. Pin both of these. We'll just make sure to get through all those dialog boxes that keep popping up there because we have a bunch of buses. Alright, let's see here now. Do one this way. Alright, and that ship I still don't think has been replaced. I don't know if I put the order in last time to have it replaced. I thought I did. Oh, there. We'll have to get rid of that. We can check orders here in a second. Now we just got to make sure to connect this part up. Here we go. And we'll put this here. And I'm just sort of trying to get this done real quick because I want to make sure that plane is going to make plenty of profit. Yep, they're already there. Yep, so there's our plane right here. Let's see how you do. Because you do have a lot of goods waiting. And they should be getting goods, which will even further increase its growth, at least around the airport. And they're going to go to the hangar, it looks like, first. And then they'll offload here in a second. We'll see how much money they make. And that was $110,000, so planes and goods seem to work well. Except you're going to need a lot of planes for all the goods. So I may want to clone him. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. Go back here. Hit clone you, and go. That should even increase our income a little bit further. That's the hope. At some point they'll stop accepting goods, but for right now we're okay. And when they stop accepting goods, then we can just redirect the traffic to another airport. Alright, I think signals is what I was working on before. I just wanted to make sure that was decently profitable. And it looks like it is, so that's always good. Because I've never really done anything with transporting goods on airplanes before. Alright, so we got that there. And you're going to do grain, it looks like. Yep, the electric there. We'll have you go for grain. Then from this guy here, and I think the factory is the one all the way up here. So full load, we'll make 2 trains like that and go. And the other cool thing to notice too about this game is as time goes on, they do change the way the train cars look. Because before the train cars, the grain cars didn't quite look like that. So they do change as time goes on, so that's one cool thing. Alright, I don't think we're transporting grain from that one, so I think we're okay. And an oil refinery is under construction. That's not really going to help us. Alright, let's see what other... And that is the one we're trying to transport from right now. this would. So they probably just came up with a random name, it looks like. Alright, had 148. Could run, what do we have? We do have more livestock there. And what else do we have? We could do some more oil if we wanted to, but that's sort of a short-lived industry, unfortunately. We do have a bunch of livestock just sort of sitting here right now. And you're the one that transports it, aren't you? So we should be okay there. It's just sort of making sure that all the stations are doing okay right now. That's sort of what I'm checking on. So add this one in here. Have to get rid of that electrified rail out there. And then we want to run this guy into here. What we could do is we could equalize this out just so they don't have as much to deal with. Alright, so there is that. And we'll equalize that part out too. So now they should have a nice smooth transition. I am off by one. That does not help. But it still works. So there is that. Alright, so now we have our path set up. There's that. And here. And we'll get rid of one more signal. Just so we have all the correct pathing signals. Now we can run our train signals, our actual, just like the regular signals. Let's see, get down to there. Oh, no, that's not the signal I wanted. There we go. So now we have this set up, so now we can use you for livestock transport. Go with you. You go from here all the way out to here. And then we're going to fully load it. And now we officially have 100 trains. So we'll have those go. Sort of weird how I branch this off here, but it works out. What other resources can we connect? We do have another farm, and we could run a separate train from here for livestock, just so we increase the amount of livestock at that one. But they seem to just have those slowly going down. Redstone, Brentwood. Alright, we should see trains here soon. Alright, so they're working on getting there. We do have another forest. We could run that into here. The only adverse effect I see with that is we could run into an issue where we aren't able to transport goods into this city anymore. That's the only other issue I see. They seem to need more passenger transport. You're transporting... I think you're just passenger transport, if I remember correctly. Alright, so train arrived there. Let's run this one in, just to see what it does. We may completely mess a couple of things up, but that'll work out fine. It should go like that. And have another one running up here, like this. Alright, so there are all the signals there. Need to get rid of that piece of track and this piece of track. So they no longer accept passengers there, but I don't think I was ever transporting passengers there. Have you here, here, and here. Do not want another airplane. They keep giving me all these airplanes. I think they slowly lower in overall cost, or cost for use, like maintenance. But I'm not really worried about constantly upgrading a fleet of airplanes based off maintenance. I'm just waiting for the next good airplane that's a bit faster to show up, and then I will use that as essentially the next version of a transport plane, because I only have like 16 or so planes now, so not that many. And you're gonna go from here all the way out to here. Do a full load. Make sure you're transporting wood. Clone you and go. Yeah, showing that we are getting quite a bit in goods here. Alright, so ran the episode a little long here. If you look at our finances, we're at $154 million, and we have about 4 years to go before the year 2000. So I'm hoping to get over the $200,000 mark at some point here, but seems to be going pretty well because aircraft are already making income, and aircraft is actually, a couple of years ago, it looks like they actually surpassed train income. So I guess that's cool. Alright, but anyway guys, as always, thank you for watching. Please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe if you do like the episodes, and I will see you guys in the next episode.